Let's discuss about the topic design mobile security. Best practices as defined and outlined by Microsoft Azure. Here we will discuss about first, restrict access based on IP address. Second, encryption of data at rest. Third, use a centralized identity repository for authentication and authorization. How to restrict access based on IP address. Create firewall rules that specify ranges of acceptable IP addresses. Use database level firewall rules whenever possible to enhance security and to make your database more portable. Server level firewall rules are best used for administrators and when you have many databases that have the same access requirements, but you don't want to spend time configuring each database individually. Use privileged identity management to manage, monitor, and control access in your organization. How to do encryption of data at rest. Though transparent data encryption (TDE) is enabled by default, it should be always checked that TDE is enabled. Application level encryption should also be used for selective data. Use additional precautions to help secure the database, such as designing a secure system, encrypting confidential assets, and building a firewall around the database servers. How to use a centralized identity repository for authentication and authorization. Use Azure Active Directory authentication to connect Azure SQL database and SQL data warehouse by using identities in Azure Active Directory (AD). SQL authentication uses a username and password. When you create the logical server for your database, you specify a server admin login with a username and password. Azure Active Directory authentication uses identities managed by Azure Active Directory and is supported for managed and integrated domains. To use Azure Active Directory authentication, you must create another server admin called the Azure AD admin, which is allowed to administer Azure AD users and groups. Azure AD provides an alternative to SQL Server authentication, so you can stop the proliferation of user identities across database servers. Azure AD authentication enables you to centrally manage the identities of database users and other Microsoft services in one central location. Central ID management provides a single place to manage database users and simplifies permission management.